Yeah, so this orchid is 90 years old. It was bred by Stuart Lowe and it was registered in 1933. And we think this is the actual plant that he bred himself back in the 30s. So the Stuart Lowe Orchid Nursery actually did have a fascinating history because it was in Britain during World War II. So they actually had to ship a lot of really cool orchids over to the Americas, and that's how we got one of our really popular common Paphiopedilum hybrids, the Bulldog hybrid. It is a very popular American hybrid. I have one not in bloom, but sitting right here. And they are fascinating flowers, and that they were actually brought over because of him. And that's how we got our fascinating Bulldog Paphiopedilum crosses. This is one of his famous Cattleyas. He has a whole lot of Cattleyas that he did. And I think this is one of my favorites because just look at how beautiful that is. And if you're wondering how I got this plant, I got it through my Orchid Society when Longwood Gardens did a presentation. They brought this as a giveaway plant because they have a lot of them, and if you go to Longwood right now, you can see some in bloom. But they got theirs before 1954 while Pierre DuPont was still alive. So it's entirely possible that these are some of the plants that got shipped over to America during World War II to help preserve them. During the late early 1900s, the Lowe's had a lot of orchids. They were one of the leading orchid growers in Britain, and I think that is so cool, so fascinating, and I'm so honored to have one of these plants in my collection and thrilled that it's doing well because I was really worried this thing would pass away. When I first got it, that was my biggest worry, but luckily it has been doing wonderfully and growing so well. So unfortunately, you probably won't be able to get this specific Cattleya, but luckily a lot of the classic breeding Cattleyas are coming back into popularity, so you can get some similar Cattleyas, especially common places, because even Lowe's has some bag babies that look similar.